In this video, I will compare Payhip versus Etsy. So if you want to know whether you should sell your products on Etsy or on Payhip, whether these are digital products, physical products, courses, a coaching service, or any other type of physical or digital product, then this is the perfect video for you. I'll share exactly why you should be using either Etsy or Payhip for your specific needs. So I'll compare them in terms of pricings, so basically the transaction fees, and I will just share the main differences between Payhip and Etsy so that you can get a better understanding about which one you should be using. So first, the sign up process for both Payhip and Etsy is super simple. For Payhip, I'll actually leave my affiliate link to Payhip down in the description. It's of no additional cost to you, and when you click on that link it will take you right here, and from here you can just enter your email and get started for free. It will only take a couple minutes to sign up. And for Etsy, if you want to start selling, you can just go to etsy.com, and then here in the bottom it says sell, and you can click sell on Etsy, and then here you can actually click get started to set up your store. Now setting up your store is super simple. Now the main difference between Payhip and Etsy is that Etsy is not only a place to sell your products, but it is also kind of a marketplace. So people actually go onto Etsy to find products. For example, if I search for a Notion template right here, which is a digital product, then here you will find a bunch of Notion templates that are being sold on Etsy, and when somebody is looking for this on Etsy, they will actually find it through Etsy as well. Now with Payhip it's a little bit different. Payhip is not a marketplace or a search engine like Etsy. Payhip just allows you to create a website. However, their websites do look a lot more professional than those of Etsy, because it's actually your own branded website with your own domain, your own logos and stuff like that, while on Etsy it's just an Etsy store. So if we look at one of these Etsy stores, for example, I'll take this one. You can see this is what an Etsy store looks like. So basically you can see it's on Etsy, they have an Etsy domain, the Etsy logo is here. It's really easy for people to actually start searching other products or more similar products. However, the great thing is that you can get a lot of sales, as you can see right here, on the actual Etsy platform, but only if you rank for these keywords. And in order to do that, you need to be really good at graphic design. As you can see right here, if we just find one of their more successful products, so that could be, for example, their Notion template right here. You do need to have a really good looking image here and a video, more images, and it's pretty difficult to actually create something like this. And in order to actually rank on Etsy, you will need to have a beautiful listing, otherwise it's not going to work and you won't get any sales. However, on Payhip it's much easier, because you can just create your own website and people don't even know that you're using Payhip. They just see that you have your own website where you sell digital products. Now in terms of the features of Payhip, you can sell digital downloads, online courses, coaching, memberships and physical products. Now on Etsy you can sell pretty much anything you want. Now if you want to sell digital downloads or digital courses or anything like that, I personally use Payhip, and my opinion is also that Payhip is better, and here's why. If we head over to their pricing, you can see that similar to Etsy, it's completely free to get started. It's free forever, and Etsy also does not have a subscription. Now the thing about Etsy is that there are literally fees for everything you do on the platform as a seller. There's a fee to list products, there's an expiration date for your listings and you need to pay to keep it up longer. There's a fee for selling, then there's a fee for the payments. There's literally dozens of fees on Etsy, and those really do add up. Now on Payhip it's a lot simpler. There's just one 5% transaction fee, but if you pay for one of their subscriptions, then the transaction fees will be lowered, or even there will be no transaction fee when it's $99 per month. Now this only makes sense when 5% is more than $99, because otherwise you will kind of waste your money. Now you can see that Payhip actually has some themes that you can use to create your website. So you can see they have a couple of ones right here. Personally, I like the Enigma one right here, and these are all free to use, by the way. And you can see if you have a website like this, it's much more professional than if you have a website like the one I showed you earlier on Etsy. But it's not only about how professional your website is, it's of course also about how many sales you will be getting. So the main difference that I think is between Etsy and Payhip is that if you have some kind of an audience or some kind of a way to market your products, then I would 100% go with Payhip. Payhip. However, if you don't have an audience, you don't know how to market, or you don't want to run ads or do anything in order to actually market your product, then you can just use Etsy and get really good at creating these Etsy listings so that you can actually rank for some of these keywords. But this will take a lot more time to get started because most of these people have been doing this for a long time, and it takes a bunch of time for one of these listings to actually start ranking. So again, the main difference whether you should be using Payhip or Etsy is if you have a way to market your products. If you don't, go with Etsy and just try to rank for some keywords that people are actually looking for and create good products around that. For example, Notion template for business, for students, for a team. So you can just find keywords like that. And if we go for Notion template business, you can see that even for something like this, there's already a bunch of them with thousands of reviews. But for example, this right here is a Notion business planner, and you could create one of these listings and try to rank, although it's really difficult. And trust me, I have tried, it's really hard and it will take months or even years. However, if you already have a way that you know how you are going to market your products, then I would go with Payhip. Because on Payhip you can create a much better looking website, such as this one right here. So this is an example for a personal trainer, and you can see this person sells ebooks, and if you click on this is exactly what you can be creating. And setting it up is super simple, and I've got videos about that on my channel, and I will leave a link to a Payhip tutorial that I have on my channel down in the description. So if you're not sure exactly how this works, then you can just check out that video. So to conclude this comparison of Payhip versus Etsy, in terms of pricing, Payhip and Etsy are both free to use. However, the fees on Payhip are less than on Etsy. Then the features are similar. However, on Etsy there is also a marketplace and an actual market that searches for stuff, while on Payhip you just create the website. So to give you my honest opinion about which one is best for who, use Etsy if you don't have an audience or a way to market your products, and use Payhip if you do have an idea of how you will market your products, or if you have an audience or something like that. Again, I will leave a link to Payhip down in the description that you can use to sign up completely for free, and you can claim your forever free plan, no card required, cancel anytime. So click on the link down in the description, enter your email here and click get started. And for me it only took about 10 minutes to get set up. However, if you are having some difficulty setting up, then I've got a tutorial about Payhip on my channel that you can check out. And to get started with Etsy, just go to etsy.com, scroll to the bottom and click on sell on Etsy right there. So now you know whether you should be using Etsy or Payhip. If this video was helpful, please consider leaving a like and subscribing to my channel. With that being said, I will see you in the next video.